The Realtors Association released its housing report for the start of 2024. Existing home sales in the state jumped by more than 7% in January compared to 2023. It's the first annualized monthly increase in sales for home sales since December of 2021, which is a contrast to the 17% decrease in 2023 when compared to the year before. The median home price rose about 6% to $265,000 compared to 2023. The report also stating the Wisconsin housing affordability fell by more than 7% from this time last year.